How y'all doing? This is Richard Menor. I'm being this another episode of Retro TV 91. This time I'm doing another movie reviews, and this time I'm reviewing 42, and it's the story of Jackie Robinson. And I got this during Black Friday, so in the order of my reviews, it would be in between Born to Ride and The Longest Yard. So if y'all watch my playlist, it's supposed to be in between that. So what happens is, it starts off with the owner of the Dodgers. He wants to find a black player, that way he can right a wrong that he saw when he was either younger or used to play baseball, where he played baseball or seen this black man play baseball, and he got beat up and his leg got broken or something like that, and he wanted to make that rectified, and he wanted to give an opportunity to a black player that was real good. That way, segregation in baseball could be ended. And he does this, and he finds Jackie Robinson. And he gets this reporter that reports for baseball, and he's not allowed in the press box to report, because at this time, black reporters weren't allowed in the press box. So he finds Jackie Robinson, and they recruit him to the Dodgers minor league team. It's up in Montreal, Canada. And he's there for a little bit, and he's getting better and better. And they try him out for first base, because the position for shortstop, what he usually plays, is already taken on the Dodgers by the guy who plays the guy who was the shortstop. I can't remember his name, but he played in Tokyo Drift as the main character in Tokyo Drift. And he played Sean in Tokyo Drift. Well, he's the shortstop. So Jackie Robinson takes first base, and then he gets moved up to the Dodgers. And ain't nobody liking this. And almost every city they go into, they have heat because of this. And in the first part of the movie, the reporter has to take him out of the town, because an old white man comes and warns and threatens them and says they're going to get jumped if they don't leave, so they leave. Excuse me. So they go to the next town, and now that Jackie Robinson is part of the Dodgers, some of the Dodgers players sign a petition not to play with Jackie. And everybody almost signs it except for the guy who plays Sean in Tokyo Drift. So they take this petition to the owner, and he tells them that this ain't gonna slide. And one of the players come and say he wants to be traded. Well, later on in the movie, he turns his heart around, and he wants to stay on the team, because he sees how Jackie's treated by the manager of the Phillies, and the manager of the Phillies is calling him the N-word over and over again, calling all these racial slurs, and this turns the heart of the catchers that plays for the Dodgers, and he says he wants to stay on there. Well, one of the racist players who signed the position, he got traded to Pittsburgh, and he's all mad about this, and he's yelling at Jackie, and then leaves. Well, there's this other racist player that stays on, but he stays on the whole season, and he's never liked Jackie. He doesn't ever befriend him or whatever, and he's played by the guy who plays on the fifth quarter. So if y'all watch my fifth quarter review, it's the brother who plays football in that movie that lost his little brother. Well, it's this guy. And at the end of the movie, it tells that he was traded to Pittsburgh after that season. Well, the whole season goes off, and Jackie helps the Dodgers make it to the World Series, and that's the end of the movie. It doesn't show anything else. And this movie is just the story of Jackie Robinson's life, and it tells what he had to go through and how he overcome the racial things that happened to him during this movie. And I'm going to touch on something. Even though Jackie Robinson, he was the first black player to play baseball, he really went through ridicule. He really got called the N-word over and over again. He really got bashed by racist people. And in the movie, he stands up for the national anthem. And the things that are going through football today, some players aren't standing up for the national anthem, and they ain't got nothing compared to what Jackie Robinson went through. And that's just disrespectful to Jackie Robinson and his memory, because he actually went through this, and he's still standing up for the national anthem. That's all I'm gonna say about that. If y'all ever watched the movie 42, y'all tell me what y'all like about this movie. As always, this is Butcher Man R&B signing out. That was good. You was awesome. This has been another episode of Retro TV 91. See y'all next time.